Hey y'all, it's your girl. Who told you that? Y'all, my face shining. I done had a long day. It's about 95 degrees with a heat index of 102. But I got something that I got to say. Now, if you don't want to hear what I got to say, because you seen the thumbnail, you can go ahead on and scroll on. Because I'm going to say what I want to say here. Sometimes it ain't a who told you that. But sometimes it's just going to be an auntie conversation that somebody need to have with some of these sisters out here. Because they tripping. See, y'all, I just did a short on a short that I was looking at. And it got me so bothered that I feel like I just got to talk about it for a minute. So, y'all, it's this lady out here called Auntie P. P-E-E on the end. Like P, like piss. Y'all, like I said, you don't want to hear what I got to say? Scroll on now, honey. Because, listen here. I saw this, I think it was last night or something. And I thought, this ain't really funny. Because this woman is dressed up. If you don't know who she is or what she does, she is dressed up with some balloons or balls up in her bra, making it over exaggerate her bust and her behind. Now, my problem is not that she's dressing up like this, because I've dressed up in character. I've played an old lady in times and all this kind of stuff. But I promise you, honey, it was, I wasn't doing, no. The intent and the appearance, it wasn't none of this here stuff. Y'all, this is not okay. And so I titled it as I wanted to, because I feel like it's some kind of buffoonery, y'all. This is some kind of buffoonery that this lady will go out in public. And that's my problem. This lady is filming herself going into Walmart, going into the club. That was like the top for me. Now, I already was feeling some kind of way about this lady going into the Walmarts like this. But then I just got a confirmation from seeing her going in to the clubs. She going into the clubs, y'all, with this buffoonery set on. And I'm calling it this because of this. This woman has over animated herself in her bosom and in her behind. Now, in the Walmart scene, I felt like, really, and you could see people looking at her, you know, because it's going to cause people to look and give her attention. And I began to think about the children, young boys and girls looking in. This is not funny, y'all, because we're now training boys and girls to already look at women in a certain kind of a way, because we're living in a hypersexual world. And now you got this buffoonery making fun of the hypersexuality that is occurring in this world. Like I said, you don't want to hear what I'm saying? Scroll on. I'm going to say what I want to say, because this kind of stuff has got to be further thought and analyzed and processed. Because who told you that this was a good thing to do? Who told you this? And so then she goes into the club. Now, Walmart is just her walking and ain't nobody touching on her. But everybody's looking at her. She does now a video where she's in the club, y'all. And then some other women coming up in there and patty caking on her tail. Y'all, this ain't okay. This is not okay, because then when a woman really comes in there who truly is endowed in these areas, and then a man come trying to patty cake on their tail, y'all, I ain't for that neither. And I don't want that to be happening to none of my nieces, or none of my daughters, or anybody. Don't do that. Don't open that door, because you are already programming the minds of young men and females to come on in and patty cake on somebody's tail. I don't like that, y'all. I don't like it, and I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny at all. I just don't. Sorry. I don't think it's funny for the reasons like I said, because we have to be mindful of the things that we're doing. Yeah, it's not even the fact that she's exposed, because you can't expose what you don't have. So we know it's all exaggerated. but you're bringing attention to the areas of a, and I'm going to say this don't matter about any female. I don't care if you're white, black, Hispanic, or anything. However, I'm going to talk about the women that I know and the history that I know. And in the history that I know that women, black women were forced. They were forced to put on display their sexuality when they were well endowed in these areas. So the fact that you now going to go ahead and do this in a buffoonery kind of way, this is a mocking to the ancestors. This is a mocking to all the women that have gone before us. And that's just it. That's just how I feel about it, y'all. I'm sorry, I don't care. And this ain't nothing personal. And I ain't coming against this person personally. But is this character? I'm talking about the character that she playing. I don't like it, y'all. I don't even like her name. Why I got the PP? For real? Okay, we already know where that could go. Yeah, no, I ain't feeling this because I don't know who told you that that would be okay to do. Yeah, no, I'm going to need you to sit all your tails down. Matter of fact, take a pen to them first. Okay? I ain't cool with this, y'all. I don't like it. And now, see, I'm about to say something. Because, see, now you tapping into my granny mode. Because I'm about to say, you're not cute doing this. I'm going to need you to pick something better to come up with, honey. I'm sorry. This is just not okay. I'm not okay with it, period. Like I said, and I'm not being just old and prudish, honey, and super sanctified. No, we ain't coming with this direction. We're coming with the direction of respect. And how you may say, well, I'm not showing nothing. You're not, because you ain't got nothing to show. But for those females who do and are well naturally endowed and, you know, do not want, because when they walk into a Walmart or they go into a club or they show up on the scene someplace, that people are going to feel, and I say people nowadays because it was the women coming up alongside of her. It ain't like just men that, you know, you got to be thoughtful about these days. So I'm saying to think that it's okay. Oh, go on and tap on it. Go on tap on it. Honey, you come tapping on me, you gonna be in for something, I promise you. Because I'm going to cut you to the throat. And I ain't mean say cut. Let me take that word right. Let me swallow that back, y'all. I'm going to karate chop you to the throat. How about that? Okay? Let me make it clean now. I don't want nobody coming at me. Well, I'm just saying. That ain't okay. It ain't okay. And you can say, well, you being super deep. Maybe it's my channel. I can say what I want to say. But I'm saying what I feel. And that's how I feel about it. Because like I said, and I'm saying this because I could think back when my daughter was little. Now I'm talking about my oldest baby. So you're talking about more than 30 years ago. When she was little, and there happened to be well, back then, we called them, we didn't have all these names like little people and so forth. And it wasn't nothing wrong with it, but there were people who were labeled as being midgets, and we didn't call them like short people or anything like that at that time. We have evolved in our society to have better labels for people and their names. However, at that time, that's what it was called. And so, knowing this, I had a daughter who was 2 and very observant. Very, very observant, y'all. And she was very inquisitive, and her vocabulary at 2 was very, very good now, because I taught my daughter how to read. So, with that being said, we were in a supermarket, and I'll never forget it. And I saw that there was this little lady, and she was an older lady too. I did not want my daughter to bring attention to her. So I remember seeing her, and my daughter was sitting in the buggy facing me, and I thought, oh my Lord, I avoided this lady at all costs. And the time where she did like kind of walk past, I tried to take my daughter's attention and was handing her something or whatever. I remember this very good. And so, because, you know, children can be, you know, no filter. And so I remember this, and then we got up to the register. So I thought I had evaded the situation. Well, we get up to the register where I'm in the line now. And, well, it wasn't nowhere to go. And this sweet lady came, and she was walking, and I thought, dear God in heaven, what is my daughter about to say out her mouth? Sure enough, she caught her eye and said, oh, look, it's a little grandma. Y'all, I can't tell you. I just felt like just grabbing my daughter and just running, walking right on out the store. Had my cart full of stuff. I just wanted to go, y'all, because I felt like, oh Lord, I didn't want, I didn't want to bring shame or attention to this lady, but and my daughter, she didn't know that. She just said it. She knew that she could identify that the lady was older, and she could identify that she was not the same height as us, and so she, but she was loud, y'all. And so, and I explained to her, yes, but she got inquisitive, like, well, why is she so little? I mean, I'm saying, you understand? So kids or children are inquisitive, and the young is so that she could identify that this was not like us. How much you think kids is going to have to be inquisitive nowadays? I could have just imagined, because if I saw somebody like that, I was that kind. I would tell you, I don't think this is okay. I'd go up to her and say, honey, I don't think this is cute. I don't know. This ain't the place for that. I'm just saying. That's just how that's just me. So, y'all, I'm just saying, I don't think it's cute. And I just don't think it's okay. And now I got a granddaughter just as inquisitive as her mama was. I couldn't even imagine, honey, in 1,000 years what she would say. Had to see something like this, and then you are forcing this conversation on things that I'm not okay with it. I'm sorry. So go on, Auntie P, you're going to sit down somewhere for me. I ain't with it. I ain't got no words for you on that one. I'm sorry. No. And like I said, y'all can say you're being too deep. Well, maybe. I don't care. But anyway, like I said, that's how I feel about it. And I'm going to stick to what I feel about it because, and if you do your history and research, you'll know. And like I said, it's a lot going on in this world as far as people and women and their dressing and their identity and all this kind of stuff and body shaming and all this kind of stuff is going on. All these kind of terms being thrown around. Let me tell you something. And I talked about that before, about that girl telling my son where she was wearing her clothes and people was gawking over her and she being body shamed. You wasn't being body shamed, baby. You should have just wore appropriate clothes where nobody would bring you no attention. But it's this kind of exaggeration and buffoonery that is going to bring that even more attention, ma'am. So yeah, no, I'm not okay with this. I don't find it funny. I don't find it cute. And and like you say, well, I know she probably saying the same thing I'm saying. You don't like it, just scroll on. And that's what I did. I did. I saw it, and matter of fact, I sent it to my mama because I said, Mama, this is a mess. And I left it there. But today, when I saw it and saw you in the club, I don't know, it just kind of hit me different. Maybe because after 5 o'clock too, but it kind of hit me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought, no, I'm not okay with this. So yeah, and like I said, because I don't wear things that's going to over accentuate myself, just on a daily basis, going to the Walmart and all this kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a no for me. So y'all can tell me what you think. Give me your feedback, give me your comment. I don't care. Scroll it to her, send it to her. I'm just saying that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. It's just like she feel like it's her opinion. That's cute. I just don't think it's cute. Like I said, it ain't nothing personal. I'm sure she's a sweetheart. I'm sure she's a sweet lady and all the rest. I just don't like this character that she's playing, and I don't like all the demonstrations of display and the displaying that she's doing with it. And that's all I'm saying about it, y'all. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, my thing is gonna be, because who told you that, honey? Who told you that was cute? It sure wasn't me.